Hi 56 and welcome back to writing for week 8. Another persuasive piece. This week it's city life versus country life. So probably a little bit of a difference with this persuasive piece in particular is that I think we'll have a range of different contentions. I think we'll have lots of people that believe that city life is better than country life. And on the other side of the coin, I think we'll have a few people that will think that country life may be better than city life. So for some of our other persuasive writing pieces, such as, it's important to save the habitat of our animals and healthy food is better for you than junk food, there is only really one side that we go with. And that's, a pretty obvious one when it comes to those two pieces, for example. But for this one, there really is no right or wrong in a moral sense. So for those people that think city life is better, fantastic. You can agree that city life is better. But for those people that agree that country life is better, you're fine to go with that also. So for this writing piece, this week, with the class story, it's not going to flow because for my first argument, I'm going to do an example about city life being better. And then my second argument, I'm going to do an example about country life being better. The reason why I'm doing that, as I said, was because some people I'm assuming will be doing the city and some people will be doing the country. So you will receive this planner this week. I've only filled in one section. I'll explain why in a minute. But before we actually get to this plan, I'd like to go back up the top here and go through some big ideas for our persuasive writing. So the 6 big ideas that I've focused on here are health and safety, happiness and well-being, family and friends, school life and learning, the environment / Mother Nature, which I haven't done much on there, and economic. So you notice that it's color-coded. So the blue things are positive things about the city or negative things about the country. And the green things are either positive things about the country or negative things about the city. So because you're all receiving a copy of this sheet this week, I won't read out everything and go through every example. You can do that for yourself. But please make sure that you do really have a good look at this sheet, and I would like you to actually add some other big idea or add some other arguments underneath each of these big ideas if you can. You can certainly use some of the same arguments that I've used here. That's fine, but I would love you again to think outside the box and see if you can even come up with some of your own arguments that you don't see on the big ideas planner. Back onto our other planner, you will be receiving a copy of this as well. The reason why I haven't filled in all of these different sections apart from the first argument is that I'd really like you to have a go at doing this now. I've noticed that some people are tending just to copy what I do on my planner, so I think it's time to see, as I said, some of your wonderful ideas. It's okay to use some of the ideas that I have, no worries. That's why we have the class story. That's why we give you a range of different vocab and sentence starters to use. But I would love to see you come up with some of your own other wonderful ideas as well. So notice here on the left hand side it's a structure, so basically everything that you need to include for each argument. Remember, argument 3 is always optional, so if you're someone that wants to extend yourself, excellent, do a third argument, but the expectation is that you'll only need to complete the 2 arguments this week. And on the right hand side we've got sentence starters / my plan, so you will see some sentence starters there in each one of the boxes. And then my plan, I'd like you to fill in all of these things here. Okay, everything that's in bold. As I said, I've filled in an example for argument 1. So my sequencing vocab is going to be first and foremost. Again, there are some sentence starters that are provided for you there. My big idea is going to be happiness and well-being. Arguments that relate to the big idea of happiness and well-being. Well, it's more relaxing in the country. I'm surrounded by a beautiful environment and there's lots of wide and open spaces to play. And the stats is that 74% of people in the city are depressed, and I'll obviously link that to an expert as we need to do. When I actually complete my arguments this week, as I said, for argument 1, my contention will be that the city is no good and the country is best for our happiness and well-being, but then I'm going to switch it up and say that the city is actually better for our happiness and well-being. So it won't make sense if you read through the whole writing piece, because my contentions will be different from argument 1 to argument 2. Remember, you should never do that. You need to stick to the one contention. I'm doing this just because I'm trying to give those people that are agreeing that the city's better an example, and those people that are going the other way an example as well. So please make sure that you do fill in all of these important sections on the right hand side. Go all the way down to your coda. Really important. Try to think of an interesting title also. Don't just go with city life versus country life. I think you can come up with something much more interesting than that. And I look forward to seeing all of your wonderful plans by the end of the day. And then tomorrow we'll get straight into our introduction. So take care. Good luck today. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.